morning. It's just after 7. Let me reach for my coffee. Cheers, everybody. Woke up at 6. I was having weird dreams. I think kind of prompted by a wee bit of worry, you know. Financial woes and all that. It's like, I don't know. I'm trying to rise above it and all that, you know. To some extent I am. But I suppose to another extent I'm not. It'll be fine though. It's always fine. So, yeah, I got up and read some of this. It's very, very good. I'm using it as a means of getting out of my own head a little bit. Reading's always been like that for me. Ever since I can remember. That's how I've escaped from the world, you know, back to Enid Blyton, The Enchanted Wood, The Wishing Chair, The Famous Five, The Secret Seven, and all those books as a boy. And in later years I remember when I was a student at St Andrews, studying Russian language and literature. I had summers off. I was lucky. I got to stay home with my mum and dad, and I would spend summers reading, jumping on my bike, cycling off somewhere, and sitting down to read. Oh, here's Willow. Good morning, Willow. She's just come down from her bed up on top of the dresser. So it's just us for a wee while. So yeah, that book, Gentleman in Moscow, I bought it in Padstow when we were down in October last year. And it's great. It says here on the front, a book to spark joy. Yes. Great charm, intelligence and insight. Yep. Utterly mesmerising. Yeah. It fits my vibe. It's a really me book. It makes me feel clever because I get some of the references. For example, the bit I've just read, right? I mean, you probably get this. It says, sitting back down, the Count put one foot on the edge of the coffee table and tilted back until his chair was balanced on its two hind legs. Then he turned to the opening sentence. All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Marvellous, said the Count. So I got the reference, the opening line of a very famous Russian novel by Tolstoy, which I've read twice. I had to read it in first year at uni and write an essay on it, the essay title of which was Don't Steal Rolls, Levin to Oblonsky, and I had to write about that. I still have that essay. I can post a link if you're interested. In fact, I'll do that anyway. It's not my greatest ever literary work, but, you know, I got a 2-1, so it worked out. So yesterday I spent a fair bit of time sorting out audio routing and figuring out how to use Streamlabs OBS for streaming guitar. And I got it figured out. I got the sound working pretty well, actually. I was quite pleased with it. But I did do a bit of streaming. I did 2 short streams, and I got some feedback from someone, a friend of mine, Ruben, who was around, must have seen a notification, and he said it was laggy to the point of being unwatchable. I was like, oh, right. That's not good. So, I don't know, I'll do a bit more experimenting today, perhaps, because I want to get it working. The second one I did was a bit longer. Played 3 tunes, 3 fingerstyle tunes. Sound was good. They then appear on on my YouTube channel as, you can watch them back after the fact, right? And for some reason, both of the live streams, when you watch back afterwards, they cut off. I don't know why. So, bit of figuring out there as well to do. Well, that's me. That's my day. We've got a call with someone from North Ayrshire Council a bit later to talk about our son's schooling. We're in a bit of a dispute right now with the school to try and get more resources allocated to him because his autism is flaring up. Well, it's not flaring up, it's kind of, maybe that's the wrong way to put it. He's reached a year in school where he's now expected, or it seems that the school's expecting more of him than he's capable of, where they didn't in previous years, so it doesn't make any sense. So we're trying to get that solved. And I think that's it. There's of course the Community Garden Radio, which goes out on Fridays at 1. So I might listen in live and jump on the chat as it's playing, because the people on that chat are lovely. And if you're one of them, talking about you, Community Garden Radio listeners, you're awesome. And I love being part of it. So I might, if I'm free, jump on as it's live and see what's happening. So, yeah, that's me. Time to finish my coffee, do a bit of writing. I'm looking forward to that today. See what comes out. And, so all that remains is for me to wish you all a very happy Friday. So from me and Willow, have a good one. See you later. Oh, Willow cat, what do you think of that? Willow cat, what do you think of that? Me, with the willow cakes. Yes, it's all going to be okay, isn't it? It's all going to be fine. Sure it is. Yes, it is, of course. It's all going to be just fine. Right, crack on time.